My dad was killed in a construction accident, and I was 16 years old. And he was the closest person to me, and I come from a family of 6, 4 older brothers, 1 older sister. And losing my dad, it felt like part of me died. So when he died, I wanted to believe that he was somewhere safe, somewhere with God, and that's when my spiritual life really kicked in.
And Jesus' strengthened Kurt when fear caused him to make a drastic decision.
In 1994, I quit wrestling for good, 2 years before the Olympic Games. And the reason is I was so scared of losing that I didn't enjoy wrestling anymore. And because I didn't enjoy it and I put so much pressure on myself, I was losing a lot. And he's taught me a lot about that. I mean, having the injuries I had and losing my father and losing my coach right before the Olympic Games. And I mean, I could go on forever and tell you different adversities and setbacks that I've had. The one thing I can say is I never lost my focus. Why didn't I lose my focus? The only reason I could think of is because I had somebody there next to me telling me, tugging me along, pulling me along. Somebody I had a relationship in. Who else but Jesus Christ?
Tom Brands became a Christian as a young man and became an Olympic champion in 1996. Like Kurt, God is working in Tom Brands' life as well.
One situation that I can remember that comes to mind where I lost control emotionally was my freshman year of college in the national semifinals. I lost a 1-0 match, and it was one of those situations, like every situation that I'm in when I'm competing, that I should win. No doubt about it. I think I ended up pushing the guy away and lost it a little bit. Didn't go behind closed doors, and maybe I should have. Christ has helped me to control myself and maybe my temper and to keep things under control a little bit more, because Jesus Christ is an unbelievable role model to me. He's brave. He's strong. If I could take a little bit of that, a little bit of strength of Jesus, a little bit of bravery from him, a little bit of mentality from him when he was on the cross, dying for you and me and everybody else out there, then it's going to help me.
Strength, endurance, and winning can elevate athletes in any sport to positions of influence and power. But true champions realize that any strength or power worth having doesn't come from man alone.
I would like to say that sport and Christianity are compatible, because today every sportsman should believe in God. It gives him a big confidence in himself, rather than different worries that sportsmen experience before competition.
I struggled with, giving my whole life to Christ, thinking that, maybe if I did, maybe I'd be weaker on the mat, and I just had some misconceptions of what Jesus Christ and the Christianity was all about. But the more I grew as a Christian athlete, the more I found that just the opposite from that was true. The more I was willing to give of myself to Christ, the better off I was, not only on the wrestling mat, but in every area of my life as well.
Well, I think anytime you're put in a situation where it's competitive and the stress level builds up, that you have to recognize that God is in control, and that God's going to make the decisions for you. And the job that you do, you're going to do it through Christ. So for me, it becomes easier. Although I'm human and I still stress at certain times, it's nice to have the ability to go back and let the Lord take a hold of the things.